Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for spending a couple minutes with me. Today we're going to talk about how supermarkets and grocery stores are ripping everybody off. Not just you, we're talking everybody. And what they're doing is manipulating the prices to get the maximum amount of profit out of every time people go into the store to purchase something. Okay, I want to point something out. No matter how you pay with any kind of plastic like a Visa card or a debit card, and even when you use one of those club cards or the points cards in order to get a discount on products that you register with each store, they're tracking everything that you buy. They know who bought it and they know what you bought. And they use this data with some clever marketing and some clever software to manipulate the prices in the grocery stores, knowing what people buy on a regular basis. Now, the only way to get around this is if you pay in cash, obviously. And this is why we hear all this talk about going to a cashless society and getting rid of all money so that you pay with one of these payment systems, a Visa card, debit card. That's the idea, that they want to monitor everything that we buy. Now, what the grocery store is doing, or the supermarkets, what they're doing, is they're using all this data that they collect in order to manipulate the prices, knowing when people are going in to buy. If you're going in to buy sugar or coffee or items once a month, they know when to jack up the prices by a couple cents to maximize their profits. Now, when you go grocery shopping and you're buying certain items on a weekly basis, like milk, eggs, stuff like that, you don't really notice the fluctuation in prices. But when you're buying those items that you only buy once in a while, rice, flour, those kind of items, they manipulate those prices so that they can rip you off. And they're blaming this on inflation. They're blaming it on transfer costs or transportation, the price of gas. That's all BS. They're doing this specifically just to get money out of you. The other thing I want to point out is that over 30% of all the products in a grocery store end up in the garbage. Now, either it expires at the grocery store and they throw it out, or you take it home, prepare your meals, and then whatever's not eaten, you throw out. So all that waste is a waste of money, basically is what it is. Now, when it comes to the produce section of a grocery store, they love to display the items that are pristine, that look really nice, shiny, full of color, no spots. But when they start to turn after a couple days, you rarely see those items go on sale. They just throw them out and adjust the cost so that the consumer absorbs the cost of always having pristine produce on display. The meat section, after a couple days, those items don't really get reduced in price. They just throw the meat out and jack up the price on the items that are on the shelf so that the consumer covers the cost of that waste that is created. There should be laws in place that prevent grocery stores from manipulating the prices like this so that the consumer can afford groceries. That would make sense. But these large grocery stores and even these large box stores that sell everything under one roof, clothing, housewares, appliances and all the groceries that we need, they use all this data that they collect in order to cleverly market their products to maximize profits. That's what they're doing. Now, one of the solutions for this is, as a consumer, only buy products that are on sale. If you see coffee on sale, buy 2 of them. If you see rice on sale or the other items that you buy, once a month or every couple of weeks, only buy those when they're on sale. Other items like milk, eggs, bread, you try and save a few pennies and buy them, when they're reduced by a couple cents or by, they might sometimes be on sale. It's rare, but sometimes you do see eggs, milk, and some of the cheeses on sale. That's when you buy those. Try not to buy or pay full price for the items at the grocery store. So if you see items, if you have kids in your family, if you see items that the kids enjoy, the cookies, the peanut butters, those type of things, when you see them on sale, that's when you buy them and that's when you load up on them in order to get yourself through the time before the items go on sale again. because once they go off sale, everybody's paying regular price. Now I want to mention something else that the grocery stores do, which is very clever. They'll let an item go out of stock for a while. You don't see your favorite brand of peanut butter is suddenly out of stock, and you don't see it for a week or two. Now, before it went out of stock, and I'm only going to give you an example because the prices change wherever you go, but let's say that a jar of peanut butter is costing you $3. Okay, all of a sudden it goes out of stock. Now, when it comes back in stock, for some reason the price is now up to $3.49, and then after a week they're going to put it on sale back to $2.99. You're still paying $3, the same price you were paying a couple weeks before the item mysteriously could not be stocked. And they do this manipulation with numerous items throughout the store. Suddenly you'll see some of your favorite items not on the shelf anymore. A couple weeks go by, they come back, and now the price is jacked up. And they'll always give you an excuse of, oh, well, there's a shortage, or there's a price increase in the ingredients, or, the taxes, inflation, the price of gas. There's always an excuse. So you have to be smart as a consumer and make the right choices in order to save a few dollars. That's all we can do. You can reduce the amount of times you shop per week and stop buying those spur of the moment items that you find close to the checkouts. Don't buy those chocolate bars and chips and all that. Those impulse buys is what they call them. Stay away from that stuff. Try and limit your expenditures to the things that you need, not the desires that we have as we roam around the grocery store. And that's pretty much about it for this video. I thank you for sharing your time with me. I appreciate your moments that we have here together. Thank you very much.